First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Ba'ashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. That's all in the Paleo Hebrew. Also want to give double honors to the outer bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me the truth. Hey, today's lesson, I want us to go into diet. Okay, and how important it is to be watching over what you are eating today, especially here in Babylon the Great, America. Okay, where everything is bullshit. Right, the water you drink is poison. It has fluoride, which is an endocrine disruptor. Pretty much destabilizes your hormones. In men, it raises estrogen. The air, right? All these chemtrails, chemical trails, all those planes you see in the skies, just leaving trails. Those are chemicals that you are inhaling. Right? There's aluminum, iron, all types of bullshit that you're literally inhaling. Right, so you got the food, right? You got all types of enriched white flour, all that's bullshit. You got the red 40s, the yellow 6s, the blues, whatever number that is, which all those food coloring additives are made out of petroleum, which they never get out of your body, right? They're called forever chemicals. So you're literally eating that in majority of all your foods. If you look on the back, majority of them got those food colorings, those additives, on top of the fact that all these foods are pumped with soy, right? Raising estrogen levels in men. You got the seed oils, right? You got the vegetable oils, all these canola oils, palm oils, right? Which are terrible for you, highly inflammatory in your body. So when you look at everything that is going on, you got to be watching what you're eating, right? Because there's a famous saying, which is you are what you eat. Okay, and that's 100% on point. Okay, you can see that in this in the American diet, American society, 90% of Americans are obese, out of shape, overweight. And the reason is because their lifestyle, right? Their lifestyle is sedentary, sitting at a desk for 8 hours, not working out, and eating bullshit. Eating bullshit every single day. Eating McDonald's, Popeyes, Wendy's on a consistent basis. Drive through real quick, fast food. Right? The only thing fast food does is guarantee you a fast death. That's what it really should be called, fast death. And when you go into it, the only real fast food that there is on the earth is fruit. Because food is not supposed to be fast. When you go into how in the ancient world you used to prepare food, I think there's a story with Peter, right? How Peter, he was actually waiting for his food and he fell asleep waiting for the people to prepare his food. That's how long it took, right? They had to kill the animal, they had to take out the meat, they had to cook, it was a whole process. It wasn't just, go through a drive-through in 3 minutes you got a burger. Right, a mystery burger. Nah, it actually took time. So the real fast food is actually fruit. Okay, and let me go into the benefits of fruit, man. Fruit is one of the best creations that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai created. Right, because I recently learned this, and a brother brought it up, going into how the term fruitful and multiply. Right, he was bringing this up. He talked about how, when you read the scriptures, it talks about how the principal thing that the Most High told us was, be fruitful and multiply. Right, being fruitful and multiply. Right, and part of that phrase is fruit. Right, part of that phrase is fruit. And he was going into how he noticed that, when you eat fruit, it makes you feel alive. Right, it makes you want to have sex, reproduce, because you have so much energy. And that's why he brought it back to the phrase, be fruitful and multiply. And part of that is eating fruit. Right? Remember back when we were in the garden, that was our primary food source. Right? So it all comes back to the same point. Right? But he was going into how a fruit, right, makes you want to reproduce, fruitful, and multiply, and it gives you energy. And recently I learned that that's actually true, right? Because you see, I searched it up. What happens? So when you pretty much eat fruit, this is recently what I learned is when you eat fruit, pretty much what it does is it gives your body carbohydrates, sugars. And what happens in your body is that when your glycogen stores, that's what pretty much what sugar turns to is glycogen, if I remember correctly. Once all your sugar stores or glycogen stores are full in your body, it actually boosts your metabolism. Right? This is actually proof. So I searched it up here. It says, does full glycogen stores boost thyroid, T3 to T4? It says, yes, having full glycogen stores can positively influence thyroid function, particularly the conversion of T4 thyroxine to the more active T3 triiodothyronine. Thyroid hormones are crucial for regulating metabolism, and their production conversion are influenced by energy availability and carbohydrate intake. So right there it tells you, right, that it can, right, positively influence thyroid function. Then it goes into how. It says, in Salakia, it says, I just got done eating some food right now. It says, here's how glycogen stores and carbohydrate intake relate to thyroid function. Energy availability and stress response. When glycogen stores are low, the body can interpret this as a sign of low energy availability or stress. In response, the body may increase production of stress hormones like cortisol, which can slow the conversion of T4 to T3. Right, and one thing about cortisol, especially in men, is that if your cortisol levels are too high, right, it actually lowers your testosterone. Right, that's why there's a popular herb called ashwagandha that a lot of guys take to boost your testosterone, because pretty much what ashwagandha does is it completely cuts your cortisol, takes away your stress. And so in turn, if you have a lot of stress, it could completely cut it out, boosting your testosterone, right? It's a side effect. But what a lot of people don't realize with that plant ashwagandha is that it's not good long term, right? Because what it pretty much does is ashwagandha, one of the side effects it has is that since you're taking away cortisol, it pretty much blunts your emotions, right? In order to feel a high, you have to feel the low, right? It's a complete balance. So a lot of people experience adhonia, which is no emotions at all. They're just completely, unfazed, nonchalant to everything. Okay, and they realize that once they come off ashwagandha, they go through depression seasons, moods, right? All just irregulated because all that cortisol is coming back. They don't know how to handle the response, all the stress. So I'd personally advise to stay away from the ashwagandha. And if you were to take it whenever you need it, right? If you're really stressed out, if you got something big you just want to chill out for, it's not something you should take every day, right? Because, hey, let's get a scripture. Scriptures talk about how all these plants, they're actually medicines. Where this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 4. It says, the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right, so the medicines is going into these plants, man. Okay, all these plants, if used correctly, they can have medicinal value. Right, and it says that a wise man will not abhor them. Going into, he's not going to disregard them. Right, if you're wise, you know that the Most High, he has a natural cure for everything. Right, even cancer can be cured with plants. Of course, they're not going to tell you this in the mainstream media because they can make money off these pharmaceutical companies, right? But everything, all types of diseases can be cured with plants, right? And if you're a wise man, you're gonna look into it, right? You're gonna make sure that you can always up your game, right? Make sure you're on top of your health. So, like I said, with medicines, what do they tell you, right? What is the Lord constantly got into? It says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, right? So you can't take medicine every single day. That's not how it works, right? It has to be for a certain period of time to cure whatever disease you got. And once you cured it, you stop taking the medicine. So correlating that to the ashwagandha, take it whenever you need it. Don't take it every day. So going back to what I was saying, It says, in response, the body may increase production of stress hormones like cortisol, which can slow the conversion of T4 to T3. Maintaining full glycogen stores helps signal the body that energy is available, reducing stress hormone release and promoting optimal T3 production. Carbohydrates and T3 production. Carbohydrate intake, which directly influences glycogen stores, plays an important role in thyroid function. Studies show that low carb or very low calorie diets can reduce T3 levels as the body conserves energy. Sufficient glycogen stores from adequate carbohydrate intake may help maintain or boost T3 levels. Prevention of reverse T3 production in low energy states, such as prolonged fasting, low carb diets, or depleted glycogen. The body may produce more reverse T3, an inactive form of T3 that blocks T3 activity and slows metabolism. Full glycogen stores support better T4 to T3 conversion and limit RT3 production, supporting overall thyroid health. While glycogen stores don't directly boost the thyroid, keeping them full through adequate carbohydrate intake can optimize conversion of T4 to T3 and support healthy thyroid function. Right? So, right, that's what I was going into, how eating that fruit, man. So I brought all this out to show that eating fruit, right, boosting your glycogen stores, keeping them full, pretty much boosts your metabolism, boosts your T4 to T3. Now, if you don't know what that is, I searched up what does T3 do in the body. It has a lot of things. It says T3 is one of the primary thyroid hormones and plays a vital role in regulating various processes in the body, including metabolic rate and energy production. So, increases the basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of energy your body burns at rest. Right? So, literally just doing nothing, you burn more calories. Right? If you're somebody that's trying to lose weight, literally by just boosting your carbs, keeping your glycogen stores full, you can lose weight easier. It says body temperature regulation, heart rate, and cardiovascular function, right? Healthy blood flow, growth and development, right? Cognitive and physical development, protein, fat, and carbohydrate metabolism, mood, and cognitive function, right? No brain fog, no depression, no fatigue, digestive health. Okay, so T3 is essential for maintaining metabolic rate, energy levels, and overall health, influencing many systems in the body. Its regulation by the thyroid gland is vital, as both high and low T3 levels can lead to health issues. So I brought all that out, right, to connect, right, bring out the facts of what the brother said. I was talking about how eating fruit, like the whole saying, be fruitful and multiply. Eating fruit, literally, it makes you high energy, which makes you want to reproduce, right? Multiply, right? So that's something that we should all be incorporating in our diets. Personally, this is what I do, and what I've researched is that you want to eat in the morning, right? Eat in the morning at least till 12, just fruit. Give me a second. Like I said, eat till 12 in the morning. Just fruit, right? So honey, you can eat an apple, banana, orange, pomegranate, just fruit. Okay? Honey is still sugars. Okay, but it's a natural sugar. It's fructose. So that's the best thing to do. You can drink your coffee, put honey in your coffee, right? But don't mix fats and proteins with those fruits in the morning, because it slows the digestion. So that's an important thing. So just spam as much fruit as you want in the morning till 12, and that's gonna actually boost your metabolism. It's gonna keep you healthier. Okay, so that's an important thing I learned recently, right? And I'm bringing out all this health information because, like I said earlier, we're living in this society where we're literally being poisoned, right? And I heard what was it called? I heard somebody say, "What's the point of supplementing if Our bodies, they're natural. They got everything we need. They self-regulate. And the point against that is that we're not, how do I explain this? The humans we are today is not, the body that we have and how it's operating is not how it's supposed to operate. Okay, our bodies are literally being poisoned, right? So when you take supplements and you take this and that and these plants, all you're doing is coming out of a poisoned state back to a natural state. Okay, that's what you're doing. So that's what we're trying to do, is combat the bullshit around us. And ultimately, it was prophecy that we were going to be in this condition, the Israelites, and ultimately the whole world. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them." Right, so going into how there is going to be a point in time where the Israelites as a collective, so-called Latinos, Negroes, Native Americans, we were going to eat our bread defiled, right, going into corrupted, right? And that's exactly what we see right now. The food is corrupted, the water is corrupted, the air is corrupted, everything is corrupted, is defiled, right? And where is it at? Amongst the Gentiles, amongst the other nations, right? We got the Edomites ruling right now. That's why this world, that's why we're seeing it, right? It's all prophecy, right? But hey, we have the wisdom, we have the knowledge to be able to combat it, right? Exercise, a great tool to fight all the bullshit that you're being fed, right? It literally makes you boost your metabolism, right? You got your body working better, right? You can search up all the benefits of exercise. It's been shown in scientific literature that exercise is as effective as the leading SSRI medication, right? Depression pill. That's literally came out. How exercise is as effective as treating depression as the leading SSRI pill. So it ultimately goes to show that all those pills don't do shit, right? It's just placebo, right? People believe it, so the brain, it literally fixes itself, which that's a whole another video in itself. The fact that if you believe something so much, your brain literally makes it reality, right? And there's a reason Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, right? So ultimately it's the Heavenly Father, and ultimately it's your faith, right? But he was talking about how when you pray, I think it's in James, he says when you pray, you got to pray and you got to believe that it already happened, right? You got to send out that prayer and believe that it already has happened, okay? But that's a whole nother lesson in itself. So we got the fruitful and multiply point. We got the defiled bread amongst the nations. We got the medicines of the earth. And going over diet, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, right? When you go into protein, for the brothers out there, sisters, right? A key way to also stay healthy is make sure you're eating that protein. Right? A lot of people, they focus on fruits and vegetables, but they ain't eating the animal flesh, right? Which is a very important thing, right? You want to make sure that you're eating, let's say, the best way to do it, right, is to eat your ideal body weight in protein. So let's say you weigh 180 and you want to weigh 140. Eat 140 grams of protein every single day. That's what you want to do. Okay, so get your protein in, get your carbs, work out regularly, get that exercise, get that sweat going to expel toxins, get in the sauna to get rid of those toxins. Eat healthy. Make sure to, if you can, invest in a shower filter to filter all the bullshit that's coming through the water system, because a lot of people don't realize that, like I said, the bullshit is everywhere, okay? And a large way that we retain water or get water is actually when you shower, right? When you're showering, your body is literally absorbing all the water that is contacting your skin, a great percentage, okay? And the water from these cities is filled with bullshit, right? So you want to make sure you're investing on a shower head filter to get rid of all those endocrine disruptors, right? Another step on top of that is try to get a reverse osmosis machine, right, to drink clean water, right? Pretty much a reverse osmosis machine is a machine that gets the water. You can put water into it. It has a chamber where it evaporates the water. It catches the water at the top that's evaporated, and that water is the one you drink. Right? And pretty much is purifying it because no bullshit, no minerals, nothing holds on to the water that is evaporated. Right? It's going up as its pure form in vapor. So that's a way to get clean water. Or you can drink distilled water that doesn't have anything added to it. You got to make sure that you get your electrolytes in, because distilled water, and a lot of waters nowadays is they actually dehydrate you, right? Instead of hydrating you, they dehydrate you, because water leaches minerals, nutrients. So here it is, you're thinking you're getting healthy, you're drinking all these water bottles, but when you piss, right, that piss that's coming out is with the nutrients. The water came in, leached nutrients, and is going back out. You didn't replace it. So that's an important thing, right? You want to replace nutrients, coconut water, right? You got electrolytes, right? You could get like an electrolyte pack, liquid IV, right? All these alternatives to keep you full. So, what else? Recently, and I'm just going off the spirit, off the top. I can talk about health and see up supplements for a while just because I know a lot. I've experimented a lot, but recently I've been trying with a ginseng. I've been taking a teaspoon of American ginseng and Panax red ginseng every single day, and I can attest that it's had a significant boost in my energy, my productivity, my focus, in the mornings especially, and going all day. And pretty much the scientific literature, or the mechanism of action of how ginseng works, especially American ginseng, is that it lowers prolactin, right? So prolactin is a hormone that, let's give the example of men, right? And I'm going to get a little explicit, but when a man ejaculates, pretty much prolactin gets spiked through the roof. The hormone goes through the roof, right? And that's why you feel like all tired, all sleepy, ready to just chill. It's because prolactin, that hormone went up, right? It's just something that our body does, the way the Most High created it, right? And in that period, it's called the refractory period, right? You can't really get it up, or it might take a couple of minutes to get it back up, or you just don't feel like, doing anything. Pretty much what prolactin does, or not prolactin, what ginseng does, American ginseng, is it lowers your prolactin, right? So, and you'll be able to get back into it faster. But hey, that's a side effect, because the main reason American ginseng is good is because prolactin is inversely correlated to dopamine, right? And dopamine is what drives you to do things, right? It's that motivating factor in your head of that feel-good mechanism of just want to get shit done, right? So when your prolactin is through the roof, that means that your dopamine is down, right? Crashed. When your dopamine is up, that means that your prolactin is down, right? So the more you can get your prolactin down, the higher your dopamine will be, the higher your drive will be to just live and get shit done. And we want to be in that high vibration, right? So American ginseng, very good, right? That's the mechanism of action, how it works. Panax red ginseng, you got to search it up how that works, but also very stimulating, gets you going. And like I said, these are all medicines, right? These are all plants that the Most High made for a reason, right? And you got to use them, right? If you got problems, right, you just want to get to that next edge. There's no, you should be on the herbs, man. You should be on top of your shit. Right, another one I'm gonna start taking again recently is or soon is a maca root. You got the black maca, you got the yellow maca, and you got the red maca. Now for females, primarily, you'd want to be taking the red maca. And red maca, what it does is stabilizes your hormones. Okay, there's been cases documented in females that are infertile that start taking red maca for weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, just a certain period of time, and all of a sudden they're fertile, right? They're able to have children. And the whole reason that that happened is because of the red maca, right? Fixing their hormones. Okay, that's how powerful it is, right? Yellow maca pretty much boosts libido, boosts that desire to get it in, right? Boosts your energy. Okay, and you just gotta try it for yourself, because everybody reacts differently. We're all different creatures with different brains, but that's the general experiences. Boost energy. Black maca, pretty much is more of a mental stimulation, but also boosts your. It boosts. I've noticed it boosts your uh, circulation, right? Your blood flow, while mentally stimulating you. So these are all plants. Like I said, they got their properties. So a couple plants you can look into: maca, ginseng. I get mine from Dairyland LLC in Wisconsin. They're pretty fire. It's pretty legit. And what else? Eat your fruit, vegetables, water, work out, stay on top of shit. Stay on top of shit here in, hey, you do the best you can. We're here in Babylon the Great in captivity, but we gotta stay on point, do the best we can till Yahushua comes back. So hey, that was a whole nutritional thing. Hopefully this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom, see you like Shalom.